Happy Arvo. Hello. Thank you very much for joining me today. How are you? Good. I'm excited because today I'm going to be learning about dust storms, which are kind of cool. Maybe they're not cool. Maybe they're extremely dangerous. I don't know. I don't know much about them. But at least for right now, they seem kind of cool. I mean, look at this. I'm going to be watching this video. I've got a series of short videos here. First one is just this awesome angle from a drone. Then this one, I guess one of the worst dust storms was called the Red Dawn. So I wanted to watch a short news clip about that. And then I wanted to know why they are red by ABC Australia. So they're all short videos. I'm very interested to see what they have to say. So first of all, let me just see this. Large dust storms have swept across central New South Wales. That's freaking insane. Oh my God. I don't even know what to... That's insane. That would be so terrifying. It looks like a nuclear explosion went off. This looks like doomsday, like the biggest bomb ever was dropped right here. Is that just from the wind? How do you breathe in this? Okay, what did that just say? Strong winds and thunderstorms whipped up the massive wall of dust. I would think a thunderstorm would make it wet and not dusty. This guy's just standing out here in it. That can't be good to breathe that in. I'm surprised this doesn't happen in Indiana. You know, Indiana's really flat and lots of dusty cornfields. I've never seen anything like that. That is wild. I feel like the dust storm kind of gets overshadowed by bushfires as far as natural disaster type stuff in Australia. So this is about the Red Dawn.
It blasted in under the cover of darkness, but when
I'm only getting it out of my left ear.
Woke to a blood-red dawn,
It's
proved
weird.
An absolute showstopper. The city's world-class sites were done and dusted.
I actually thought
Turn
the
it up.
whole city is on fire or something. It was just so red.
As the dust
Yeah, that would be kind of spooky. It does kind of look like a fire is illuminating
storm
it.
swept through, even catching the bus looked dangerous. And if
Oh, I
you
bet driving in this is so
thought it
dangerous.
was crazy to step outside, then try going
Look at that bus. It's huge. It bends in the middle.
dangerous. And if you thought
It's
it
crazy.
was crazy to step outside, then try going for the
Oh my God.
morning jog.
You literally can't see off the bridge. These people are insane.
Breathing deep, all that not so fresh air. Then there was the extreme workout
I love how many people are just outside in this.
boot camp that left them really seeing
Like-
red.
like
under
they don't even
Bondi
notice.
Stained sky.
Well, this is by far the biggest dust storm I've ever seen in Sydney. We think there's probably
And this is in Sydney.
tons of topsoil been dumped on Sydney this morning.
It travelled more than 1,000 kilometres from Australia's red heart before hitting Sydney yesterday. The storm swept through Broken Hill, turning day to night dust as fine as talcum powder.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, this is probably the middle of the day.
Ted.
Carried on winds that were not only strong, with gusts of up to 100 kilometres
This is funny. I can hear the reporter out of my left ear and the people out of my
an
right.
hour, but persistent.
It's like I'm there.
Now, what normally happens is that the winds tend to die off at night and the dust doesn't make it over the ranges. But in this case, the winds kept blowing all night and the dust came right across the ranges and we woke up to that amazing sight in Sydney this morning.
It looks like ancient film, like sepia tone, but even older.
It's just the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen.
I thought it was a beautiful sunrise, and I was ready to take a photo until I opened the blind, and it was like, oh my God, is this the end of the world or what?
She wasn't alone, just
What are you even taking a picture of? It's just solid
about
orange.
everyone tried to capture the moment. People sending photos and videos on mobile
Whoa.
phones saw traffic surge. On Telstra's network, it doubled.
No
But
way.
not everyone enjoyed the spectacle.
It's horrible.
Well,
That-
it's hard to believe
Not everyone enjoyed it. Yeah, it's horrible.
believe this is Sydney's morning peak hour. Visibility is so poor
Wow.
you can barely see the Harbour Bridge
Do you guys
behind you.
remember this? I
But
mean, 2009. That's so long ago now.
closed the shipping lanes
Some
on
of
the
you might not have
harbour,
been born.
And the Port Authority is sounding
How
a fog
insane
alarm.
is that to think?
Tourists were still trying
People born in 2010 are like 14 years old now.
hard to see the sights. Welcome to
insane.
beautiful Sydney.
Well, at least
I
we
mean,
can
they're
see the
13.
bridge a little bit. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't book a bridge climb today.
You can't really
What is a
blame them for
bridge
walking right
climb?
past the opera
Now, why doesn't it look red here? It looks
house.
white.
It even gave our snowfields a pink dusting before
Oh, I thought they were snowing down the dust. I mean, they kind of
heading
are.
offshore. Ali Donaldson, 10 News.
But why are they red? I mean, now I'm actually very curious after seeing that. Well, why are they red? Which is what this dude from ABC Australia is going to answer.
What's red, wide, high, travels really long distances, and can move really fast?
Santa Claus.
Not Santa. Or a red kangaroo. No, not the postie. It's also
Your post vehicles are red.
incredibly dusty. Oh, dust storms. They're pretty common in Australia. But why? The outback, as it turns out, is the largest source of dust in the entire southern hemisphere. But how exactly
The dustiest place in the southern hemisphere.
does all that dust turn into a dust storm? A dust storm is a very strong wind that carries fine
I was thinking about making some kind of joke about like someone's mom or something. I don't know. But I'm not going to make the joke.
particles like silt, clay, dust, and other
About the dustiest in the southern hemisphere. Anyway, silt, clay, dust.
Small
Gotcha.
materials.
Wow, this is pretty cool. He's holding a tornado.
Let's step back a little bit and
So
take
why are
a
they
look
red?
at wind. Wind, at its most basic,
He's so
is the
corny.
movement of air across the Earth's surface.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that, sir. The movement of air across the Earth's surface.
Obviously,
That's what
not
wind is.
all wind is very dusty. So how does regular wind turn into dusty wind?
I bet you it's when the wind blows over dust.
Dust storms usually start in a hot, dry area where the air is very warm. They are more common after a drought when the soil is extra dry and the plants have died. You can
So you get bushfires and dust storms.
probably guess
all
that
at once.
dust storm looks orange because of the red desert soil. But have you ever wondered why the outback
I didn't know the desert soil was red.
is so red? The Australian desert is much redder than other deserts because it has a high iron oxide content. Australia's environment is perfect for rusting the small amount of iron that's in the soil.
No way.
So
So your dust is rusty. Rusty dust.
red soil is basically rusty dirt.
That's
Iron
crazy.
oxide absorbs blue light and reflects red light, so it looks red.
That's the same reason the planet Mars, which is covered in oxidized soil, also looks red.
All the oxidized soil in the
So Australia is the closest place to Mars on planet
air
Earth.
during a dust storm reflects the red light and absorbs the blue, green, and violet light.
If the dust storm is very strong, visibility can actually be reduced to near zero and turn everything pitch black.
I got my answer from that video. Do you guys remember this though? The Red Dawn in Sydney. That's cool. Oh, that was neat. What more can I say? Thank you very much for watching. Happy Arvo. Subscribe if you want to. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.